Tokischa is my guest today. You want to make sure you feel the energy and the love, mama.
And her face is her woo is woo, and the class, but her face is like.
It's audio. It's for the radio. So for the audio, it works just perfectly. Hi, babies. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You've been in this New York streets past couple of days.
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Been to a fashion week, been to the after parties, been to the restaurants, have been drinking. I'm hungover right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. And we're making so much noise.
No, but I'm lucky I don't get a headache.
Really?
I just get like a muscle pain on a hangover. I think it's because I dance a lot when I'm lit. But I'm lucky I didn't get hangover.
That is crazy. I wish for that superpower. If I drink one too many drinks, I'm garbage for the rest of the day. I get a bad hangover.
But I think it's because I like to drink it like dry,
What
with no ice and no juice, not mixed.
What is your drink of choice?
Tequila.
Straight.
Yeah, straight.
No, nothing.
No, nothing.
How many shots are you good for?
I like to have a cup.
A cup of tequila?
Yeah.
1 cup?
Yeah. And then if I drink it all, I just refill it.
So last night, for instance?
Last night, I just had chill drinks at a restaurant. And then I just had 1 cup that really vanished from the table. I don't know where it go. But when I saw that she disappeared, I was like, I think it's my time to go.
Because you drank it. You call it she? That's funny. You call the cup she? You said she disappeared?
Yeah.
Your tequila is a she. So there's also some photos of you hanging out with Madonna in these fashion streets.
Yeah.
Is she your friend? Is she your, like, what is that? How did that relationship
We
come?
are friends.
I know you did music together, but.
Yeah. And I do have this saying in Spanish, las amigas que se besan son la mejor compañía. So, yeah.
Translate for that or non-Spanish?
Yeah, it's like friends that kiss are the best company. So, yeah. We have fun. She's so fun. She's so charming. She's got this erotic vibe to her too. So hot, and she's like, I learned a lot from her too. Just when we got into the studio, the creative process to the song was like taking notes. Like I was learning. So yeah, it's for me a beautiful experience to be around her and to have this friendship that we're having. It's really sweet.
That is sweet.
Yeah.
So what are you learning from her? You said she's told you. I mean, is it just music making or?
Yeah, music making, and also about like her attitude, like just like how strict she is with work, how responsible she is, how on point she is. I say I'm learning, but I'm always late, and I don't think I can be like that type of artist. I'm much more of a kind of messy, but it's an inspiration, you know. And yeah, like her tone, like when she goes on the microphone, she sounds the same exactly. It's really, really nice to be able to.
She's really smart too. Like,
yeah.
So when I see a video like that or photos like that, you don't know Madonna because she does things for artistic expression too, or for to get people's attention. Sometimes, she's like that type of artist. She does that. So I don't know. I guess we were wondering if there's some type. Is it chemistry or is it just like art or is it just friends?
It's like
I'm saying
it's
is it
like
calculated?
natural. It's
just
natural. It's just like she's got this sexy vibe to her, and like this erotica vibe. I'm the same. I'm sexy.
And free.
I'm free. We match. We match and like we vibe, and then we're just here, and then all of a sudden we're kissing. It's like something just that happens.
It's just not planned. It's just
no. It just happens
in front of everybody. But you have to clearly. You're not afraid to do anything in front of everybody.
No.
Where? Talk to me about that freedom. Where it comes from. Where did it start?
Since I'm a kid, I'm still a kid, but since little kid, I always been like that, having that need to express myself. When you're a little kid, you can't talk back to adults. You can't be like, oh, if they tell you something, you can't be like, oh, no. I was that type of kid. I was like always talking back, always disrespecting, because I was saying always what I wanted to say, no matter what.
What age is this? Like, I want to give me one example.
I don't know, like 10 years. And when I was a little kid, like 5 years, my first kiss, like 3, 4, 5, was with a best friend that I had, a girl. And since then, it was trouble all the time, because I would be like, mom, I would call my mom, because I used to live with like people, because she will travel. She traveled to the United States, and I stayed in Dominican Republic. I would be like, mom, they're not taking care of me like they should. Me están poniendo a fregar. I hate it when they used to put me as oficio, a fregar. And like, I don't want to be here. And then,
And you're 10. You're 10 years old.
Yeah,
Talking
very
like this.
little. And it's like, in the hood, not all houses get the water through the kitchen. You have to go to where the water is and grab galones de agua and carry that to the house. I was like, Mom, I don't want to grab anda cargando agua. Like, why?
Right. Where's the faucet?
That's not me.
But did you
And
grow up before that differently, before your mom left? Did you have, or was that, you weren't used to that at that point in your life? Was that new?
that was me growing up.
Yeah.
I was like 5 to 10 years old on all that process. I was like, why do I have to do this? Like, they're adults. They should do it.
Who are these people? Who did she leave you with?
Well, a lot of people, because my entire family is crazy. So it's like, she will leave me with the mother of the girlfriend of my brother, or like la comadre, or like a friend from the hood that she knew. And then later I got to meet my family from my dad's side, because they separated, my mom and my dad. So she was like trying to hide me from my dad, because he was crazy. He still is. And
Crazy like what?
crazy, like street crazy, like un tigre.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a lot of families, like a lot. And I will always call my mom and be like, Mom, I don't want to be here. I don't like it here. They're not treating me right. And yeah.
So you were just feisty even back then.
Yeah, all the time.
What was your mother? Your mother was moved here, and she was like hoping to bring you, right? Was she trying to get you here also?
She did. And, it's like, it's the American dream. Like, every mother from Latino family comes here to, to get a job, to be a housekeeper, a home attendant, to have a bodega or whatever. And then, yeah, she tried to, but it didn't happen. It was not for me, you know. And I was always there in the yard, missing her. But she did educate me with a lot of the culture here. She used to send me a lot of magazines like Vogue. She used to send me a lot of books. She was like, you have to learn English, because if one day I get to bring you here, you got to talk to these people. You got to know how to talk to these people.
So did you learn that yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to learn. I used to study a lot by myself. And then I got a job at a call center, and there I got to fix my English, because imagine, learning by myself was not that good, but I knew stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, and then your relationship with Dominican Republic is tricky, right? Because you were this little girl, you grew up there, and then you become this artist, this very like provocative artist, I guess some would call you that. And you've had a very interesting relationship. Well, maybe not the Dominican Republic, but the government of the Dominican Republic since then. Maybe you could, I don't know, what do you make of that now? What can you tell us about that?
I loved art always, and one of my frustrations was that either you have a job or either you make art. I wanted to have both, but I couldn't. But I needed money more than just like do art. So I had that process. And then when I was finally over with working, was like, I'm all right, whatever, fuck that. Then I was really into drugs. I got really into drugs.
What was the drug of choice?
I used to smoke a lot. I used to drink a lot. I used to do pills, Molly, even coke for a while, and then psychedelics. Got into that too.
You were young too, right? You were like
20, yeah. And yeah, when I got into music is when I met my manager, Raimi, and he was like, "Oh, let's do music and this," and I started to do music. I was like so into drugs. I'm like, I'm lit. My music is gonna be for people that's doing drugs, that's rely. I'm gonna be honest about what I do. I'm not gonna sell something that I'm not. I'm a drug addict. My music's gonna be like, hey, I'm a drug addict. So yeah, I started to do music talking about drugs, and I smoke, and I have pills, and I have this, and then the government was like, this girl is talking about what? What are you saying here in the Dominican Republic where not even pot is legal? So yeah, they decided to cash up with us. Like,
you think at some point they make, because I'm sure you're not the only person addicted to drugs in the Dominican Republic, but do you think that because you started getting so much following that like it was like a bullseye on you, or you just think any artist trying to talk about that stuff would have the same?
Like, nobody in the art has the courage to talk about drugs. That's how close the system of the police is there. We have this. It's called ¿cómo que se llama? I don't remember the name, but it's the police department, especially for drugs. And
The
like
DEA. Yeah, like well,
La DNCD
yeah.
is called there. La DNCD. Es el cuco. That's scary. That's the monster right there. So we had this party once. We all went to Yale, and then about sometime I decided to get clean because it was not taking me anywhere. I was like, if I don't get clean, I'm gonna lose my career. I'm making money and I'm investing in my music, but I'm also spending a lot of money on drugs. So also into a spiritual mindset and some like God likes, I decided to get clean and just to focus on my career. And it was started to get good, started to be amazing. But now I'm not talking about drugs, right?
Now you gotta figure out what's next.
I got this song.
Yeah.
That was my first dembow. It talks about desacato escolar. It's like when you're in school and you're lit in school. And I was talking just all about all the things that I used to do in school, right? And then now the system about the education is mad about this song. So now I got trouble with them. Then, all right, forget it. Like, the song was a hit. That was my first hit, my first dembow. It went crazy. The country was like, please take this girl off. Like, take her to jail. Like, she can't be talking about education, but it was true. It's true.
Yeah.
Education sucks in my country. And then, all right, forget it. What's next? We did a photo shoot. I did this photo shoot. I was in a virgin set that they have where people go to pray. We went there. I took a picture of me praying there, but I was dressing up with my clothes, like, and the title of the photo was like "Lo cuero también rezan," like bitches also pray.
Whores, right? Like
yeah,
hoes pray.
the hoes also pray. Now the church got mad at me. Everybody's like, you can't come to this side of the country because this is where you took the picture. Like, now you have to come to the Palacio de Justicia, gotta pay because you offended so many people with the church and stuff. Like, but that was not the point. The point is like, me as a whole, as a perra, as whatever I am, with my clothes naked or like whatever I have inside, I also go and get on my knees and pray to God.
You have the right to pray. It's still your God.
Right? But no, they took it the wrong way. Then
so then that song got banned, right? Didn't it get?
Yeah. And then like it was, I started to do my shows in the R. I have this song where I say I have this best friend and we kiss, and I'm kissing my fans because it's our love. We're here sharing love. Like these fans came here to see me. I'm performing and they're asking for a kiss. I mean, I'm a giver. I'm gonna give. I'm not gonna say like, oh no, I'm not gonna kiss you or whatever. I'll kiss my fans. I don't care. It's love. Well, now the healthy Department of Health of the country is like, oh no, this girl's kissing now. You gotta stop that. And they made me sign something like, you are not gonna kiss nobody on your shows. So yeah.
And then how does that do to you? That makes you want to kiss people more, or does that make you want to?
Everybody wanted to get kissed. And I'm like, well, we're all going to yell.
Where did that come from? So obviously you are very comfortable with your sexuality and sexuality in general. Where did that come from? Like, what were the seeds of that?
I don't know. I was born like that. Like since a little girl, I used to be very sexual. I was this kid that will kiss the best friend, the little girl that will go and be with my cousins. Like, you know how to play Mama y Papa? Let's kiss. Let's do this. Like, let's play this movie. Your father and mother. I was the one in my family who put like all the cousins to kiss and to do all the things. I will have a boyfriend right across the house. I will have a boyfriend in school. And then I met this friend of mine in school that she was into girls, and I went to her house and we started kissing and touching. I was very sexual always. I never liked to wear a bra. I was like, why should I wear this? What is going on? Mi papá will always tell me like, tú eres una exhibicionista. You're gonna be una exhibicionista because you really like to expose yourself. Like, I would like to be just wearing my towel or una batica, and he would be like, put on some clothes. Like,
she's like, I want to be free.
Yeah,
I want to be free.
My mother, she makes clothes.
Yeah.
So she always tell me that as a little kid, she will make this beautiful dress for me and dress me up and like a little doll. And I will go out to the street and take the dress off and get into un charco de agua and just have fun with that. So it's like something that I was born with, and I never let it go.
Do people at any point take advantage of you because of that? Especially as a young girl, like, you know what I mean?
No, I took advantage of a lot of people because of that. Like, when I was homeless, the time I was homeless.
That was when you're around 18?
Around 20, 21,
okay.
22. I didn't have a home because I started to work at 18, but then like by the age of 20, I was already like rulay. I didn't want to work anymore. I just want to be lit and like get into the artistic world. So I had this guy. I would be like, if I like this guy and I don't have a home, they're like, can I stay over with you? And I will be staying at his house. And then I moved into a guy's house because I didn't have a home and I liked him. I was like, all right, can I crash out today? Whoa, I stayed there for like 3 years.
Oh my God.
Her mom didn't like me there.
Yeah,
she was like, when is this girl leaving? I used to hide. When his mom was coming to his house once, I hid under the bed, and she came straight like under the bed, like, seriously? You're hiding there? You really think I'm not gonna know? And like at one point she just started laughing. She was like, I don't even know what to do with you anymore. So like, just forget it.
So you were just bouncing around trying to find places to live, right? Places to stay.
I always had friends that would let me stay for a month. I'd be like, I'm crashing out from this night, and that I was spending like months living. I'm like, get a job, do something.
You had to at some point, right? You had to start making money.
I got a job once. The last job that I got, I was so late. I will go to my job.
What was the job?
It was a call center. I only got call center jobs all the time.
What were you calling?
this in Dominican Republic we have these call centers for like when you call FedEx, it goes to Dominican Republic, and it's people like me who answer the phone.
Yeah, hi, on drugs, trying to ask you where my package is.
Yeah, and then I would be like, "Where's my fucking?" All right, I'll solve you. Now I will forget. I was like, "What the fuck did she want?" Like, shit.
That's when you put me on hold.
Yeah.
And you tell me you're gonna get somebody, and you never get them.
My last job, I was already out of hand. I was crazy already. I used to go to that job like after the party. Like I will be at a party and then like, oh my God, I have to go to work. I will go to work and I will have Coke to go to work. And I will be falling asleep on my chair. And I'll be like, I need to go to the bathroom, wash up my face. I went to my bathroom and I'll be back like, hello.
Customer service.
Yeah. That was my last job. I had a lot of fun there.
How were you paying for them drugs working at the call center?
With the money, I was getting like, I don't know, like per hour, there would be like 130 pesos, which is like $5. $5, right?
Wow.
Yeah. I would work, but I never got my entire hours because I was always late. So that was less money for me. Yeah, had a lot of fun.
Your story's crazy. One day they're going to make a documentary about your life and your story.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. Oh, and my era as a sugar baby, that was lit.
Is that what you call it, sugar baby?
Why?
No, you just said that. You said my era as a sugar baby.
No, that was a different time when I was a sugar baby. Yeah. When I had this old gringo man paying for everything.
Not a gringo man. Not the old gringo man. What? How did you find him? And how did you work out this arrangement? Right. How does this go? How does this work? Explain it to me.
There was this page, Craigslist.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And I used to work at call center.
I love you, by the way. Finish telling me your story.
And I met this, my gay mother. She was my gay mother. Her nickname was like HQVC, headquarter bitch in charge. Okay. That's her, Ligera Vanderbilt.
Where did you meet her?
I met her through my brother.
Okay.
So yeah, she was like, "Why are you working? Like, you're pretty, you're young, you have a boyfriend, and he's not giving you anything. You need a sugar daddy." He will tell me that. I was like, "What's a sugar daddy?" He was like, "This is an old man. You just fuck him. He gives you money, and you're happy." Mm-hmm. And so
is this what she does? Like, is this just her advice to you, or is this her career path? Is she like
That's
a madam?
Her career path.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's like, "I do this. Look at me." Yeah. So she's like, "You just gotta go to Craigslist, because all men will put an ad on Craigslist." Uh-huh. Rich men going to the Dominican Republic trying to find a nice, pretty girl to have some fun, and I can help you. That will be the ad. And you will be there looking for the ads and sending your pictures. I will send my pictures, and the first one I got, I was like, "Oh, yes, you're so cute, and this and that. I need a phone."
Did you really think he was cute, or you just say
no,
this?
Of course it's not cute.
Right.
I'm cute. Right. It's not. But he's got to think that I think he's cute.
Right. Is she coaching you through this, or is this naturally coming to you?
She's coaching me. She's like, "This is what you got to say. This is how you got to act."
I'm sorry. I have so many questions. And then does she get a fee, a cut? Do you have to pay her?
No.
Oh, she's just doing this.
Yeah, she was doing to help me.
Okay.
But mind you, it's a man. It's a gay man. That's his career with old men, but he's gay. And he's getting old men for me because I'm a girl. Uh-huh. So, okay. You remember when Rihanna just dropped Puma by Fenty?
Yeah,
those creepers?
Yeah, I love those.
All right. I was like, you got to get me this sneaker. You got to send me this money. You got to bring me a phone. I got my pair of Fenty by Puma, yeah. Because of my sugar daddy. He bought them for me.
Oh, my God.
And he brought it to me to the yard. So I was late always late. I was late, and he was so mad. He just gave me half the money because I was late. But he gave me my creepers, and he gave me my phone, and he gave me my money for my salon and everything.
For the salon?
Yeah.
That's good
And
money.
then, yeah, he was gone. And
Well, you have to.
I was so excited. I was like, I just had sex and I got paid for it. And I got these sneakers and I got this. I was so excited. So I came out like, money.
That's different. That's different.
That was crazy.
Oh my God.
That was the first one that I had.
So really, no feelings of like, because you hear stories of people who go into that life. It's not for everybody, clearly.
No. Later on, I started to get those feelings because that was my first time. I was a little kid. I had nothing. I was fucking for free. So imagine.
How old was this guy, this first guy?
I don't know, but he was old. The second one.
And you were like grossed out a little bit? You didn't care. You really wanted the payoff,
I was
right? The
just
money.
like on my back. I don't have to do nothing. Just fuck me. That was. The second one, because I just had 3.
Right.
That was the first one. The second one was so old, his dick didn't get hard at all.
So you didn't have to do much.
He was just like, bring a friend and have fun with her, and I'll just take pictures of y'all. And I was having fun with her, and we were kissing. I had a strap on. I fucked her, and that was fun. But I lost him because I was so crazy. I got so lit that he was like, I'm not spending my money on these 2 young girls that are like ordering food and not eating it, making a mess of the hotel room. We started to smoke in the hotel room. You can't do that. So he was mad. He left me. He broke up with me. I was like, I need your money. Please come back.
But wait, how long had it been going on before he breaks up with you? Is this like a relationship type of time? Or?
Yeah, I saw him like twice or 3 times.
Okay.
The first one, I just saw him once. He was so mad at me. And then I was like, you're old. I don't care. You can go.
Right.
I already got what I wanted. And then my coach was like, you never say that because you can always get something more. I was like, oh, that's smart.
Right.
Then the third one,
wow,
I met him because a friend of mine had him. So I met another guy that was younger and cute, but he wasn't going to give me money. And I was like, I met this one, but he's not going to give me money. You want him? And she was like, he's so hot. I want it. And we did a trueque. She gave me her old man, and I gave him that man.
you passing them around, though, like it's like a purse. Hold my purse. I'll trade you my Louis for this Gucci.
Right? And then this one was...
And the guys are fine with it. Okay.
This was the one for me. We went together for like 3 years.
Wow.
And I had him, but it was so much work because he was a meth addict.
Oh, no.
And he will always have this crazy thought of me hacking him. Me. I was like, if I was a hacker, will I be sucking a dick for $? No way. He always thought I was hacking him, and yeah, it was crazy. We got into crazy fights, like abusive fights. I even got him in jail. I put him in jail in DR once.
So he's living in DR while he's having
he
this
will
relationship?
travel all the time
back
to
and
DR
forth.
to see me. And I actually feel grateful for him because thanks to his money, I got to invest on my career. Because when I met him, I was already like, all right, this is a sugar daddy that I have to keep. I need to get more than money for drugs. I got to get money to pay an apartment, to move in, to have a home. When that was the first time that I got a home. That was 2017. I was like, when I got this house, this little apartment, I started to cry because I was like, I have a house. I had all my little things, my clothes, my shoes on every house. Ninosca's house, Remy's house, mi madrina house, like all around.
Right.
And I got to put all my stuff together in one place. I was like, whoa. I had that feeling of like, this is amazing. I wish I don't want to go homeless ever again. So I got this apartment,
Where is this? This is in DR.
In DR.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got this cat. I love cats. I'm a cat myself. And I started this life with this sugar daddy. But I was so into drugs and he was so into drugs too. It was so toxic. And I will hate him so much because I don't like you. I just want your money. And he will be like, you got to love me. If you want my money, you got to say you love me. You got to say you're going to marry me, that we're going to have kids, and all this lie. And I'm such an honest person. Like, I don't love you. Like, at the beginning, I was like, but I don't love you. How am I going to tell you that I love you? It's like, I don't care. You just got to say it. Just say it. You say that you love me. I'm like, all right, I love you.
But I don't.
That's for honey. And
Yo.
I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with him, you know. It was toxic.
But it was toxic. But was that the turning point because it was so toxic? Because you left the life, or it's just because your art started taking off and you started...
I started
I'm
to
just
think.
wondering how you what made you leave that life. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so after I'm with him, I'm getting money. So I'm finally like, try me, I'm getting money. Let's do this. Like, because we were so broke. And I'm getting money. Let's do this. We just started to do it. And we did the first video. Oh, the
With
first
your own
video.
money.
Yeah, the first video that we did, I got it because my sugar daddy and I had a fight. Crazy fight. We were so late. We had this crazy fight because he wanted me to suck his dick so hard.
Oh.
And I bit him.
Oh.
Yeah, I bit him. I was like, you want the heart? All right.
Ow!
I bit him.
I don't even have one. That hurt me.
And he started like, to push me like, what the fuck, you crazy?
Oh, no.
And we started to get into that fight, and we was at this fancy hotel. So I went out running, and I'm like, he's beating me up. And they were like, they called the police and everything, and they took him to jail. And I'm like, all beat up, and I'm like, that's some money. And when I went to jail, to talk about what happened and to try to get him out, he got a lawyer and everything. Like, he's got to pay me like $1,000, and I'll let him go. So he paid me the $1,000, and in the art, that's like, at that time it was 57,000 pesos. That's a lot, So I got all this money, and we shot the first video with that money.
Wow.
And Raimi also brought more money, and like we did the first video with that money. And then on that video, I have this cash on my hands, like pesos. And I'm like, yeah, that's his money.
Where is he now?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him like a long, long time.
Do you think he knows what you're doing? He knows what you're doing. Yeah.
He will put me down a lot of times. I was like, you're not going anywhere. This music that you're doing is not art. It's trash. He will tell me that all the time. And I will be like, yeah, all right, I need 500, I need this, I got to shoot a video, give me some, because...
You was really on the money, but like, you was on a money grab.
Yeah, took his money, for real.
So are you able to have like a normal relationship? Because you're in a relationship now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is it, what do you call it? It's like boyfriend?
That's my boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend?
Yeah. And then after that...
But is it like a healthy boy? Like, is it healthy? It's open,
no,
though.
I'm not that type of person anymore. Yeah. I'm not. I'm glad. I thank God for that every day. Because at some point, when I was living with the sugar daddy and everything, on that year, I was like, wow, I'm really out of place. I'm crazy. I'm nuts. I moved from the city to the mountain, to the campo, to like really connect with me and connect with God and with nature, because in nature you find peace. It's like the trees, the river, calm, not noise of the city, fresh air. I learned that. So I moved and I started to, write, meditate, think, because when you're living that fast life, you don't think. So I was thinking, like, what am I doing? I was reading books about spiritual growing, I was learning. I was like, oh, I really am crazy. She'll calm down, because I started to watch a lot of documental too of them rock stars, because that's my favorite thing, rock. I love rock. So it's like they all die of an overdose.
Which ones?
Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. Those are my favorites. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I don't want that type of life for me. I want to be something like more spiritual, more love, more calm, because I came from craziness, aggressive, toxic, bad things. Like, I can change that. I can be different. I can be better for myself, and I can give something better to the world, And then I started to realize that. I stopped smoking. I quit drugs in 2020. It was my new year. Pandemic for me was like rebirth. Being away from the world, being by myself with no drugs. Like, it was rehab for me, pandemic. And it was a choice. Before the pandemic came, I went sober on January 2020. Pandemic came in March. So I was like really into changing. And then lost the sugar daddy, but I started to do OnlyFans. When I started to do OnlyFans, I started to get money. And I was like, wow, I don't have to suck dick. I don't have to do this.
Yo, your storytelling ability is really like next level. Amazing. Just the storytelling ability alone is next level. I just want you to know that. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
So carry on. I'm sorry. I don't think I've even had to ask her anything. I'm like fascinated just with your story and the way you tell the story. I feel like I just went through your whole life with you.
Really?
Like I could see it. I can't wait till it's a movie.
I had to move back to the city, and I have no sugar daddy, and I own like 7 months of rent, and all I have is my brother in the city. And I kind of crashed by. I have to go do some music, but I didn't tell him that I didn't have my home in the campo anymore. So I just went there. And then I started to do OnlyFans to get money. And I moved in there.
You're still doing OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I moved in there, and I started to feel love of a family, because my brother, he's very lovely. His wife, very lovely. Mommy Wendy, very lovely. So I started to have this... I started to surround myself with love of what I was learning when I was in the campo, and how my brother, the king, comes from where I come from too, and his wife too. So we are these 3 persons that are like trying to be better and to. And
you survived, by the way.
We survived, and we're like, we gotta be better. If we don't do better, we're just gonna go worst. So that's the choice. So, yeah, just started to have this beautiful
They
new
must be
life.
so proud of you now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Decided to work in music and just be very spiritual. Just pray. Just meditate. Just like be creative. Just surround myself by this nice vibe. And being sober. And then I'm like, nice. And writing and creating and working and, attracting love and all that. And then, music just started to get better. We started to really go out there, to be known, because we was changing. We was getting better. And then I used to pray all the time, oh, if I get a lover, it has to be somebody that I learn, that I grow with, that teach me, that learn from me, that's in the same path of spirituality, of loving, of caring, of being free. And then I met my boyfriend. I met him one night that I was gonna do a show, because I like to do rock shows, but like really intimate with a group of fans and a group of people that belongs to that. Aside from dembow and urban music, is something else. And we go to this place in the mountain, and we get together, and we have the musicians, and I have this band that we do rock. And this night I was having this show, and my drummer didn't go. So the owner of the place was like, I have this drummer. He's amazing. Like, you have to play with him. And when I met him there, I was like, I like this drummer.
But now you probably have a different, because before you used to look for guys that would be able to give you a house or give you money or.
Yeah.
So are you looking at this different now when you meet him?
Yeah, I definitely. That's what changed. That was like that was on my prayers. I was like somebody that can learn with me and that can teach me stuff, that we can grow together and have this beautiful love. And I met him there in that night, and I didn't know him, right? And so I'm like, I have to play all these songs, and I want to show you how the songs go. So I had my headphones, with the alambrito.
Mm-hmm.
So I put one on his ear and one on my ear.
I've seen this in a movie.
Right?
Oh, Creed. They do this in Creed. Did you see Creed?
I didn't.
You should watch that movie. They do the thing. She's singing, and she gives it to Michael B. Jordan to listen to the song she made for him.
That's so hard.
It's so cute.
And then I'm the type of person that I learned this from, like, I don't know if it was spirituality or just life, that I can see stuff from outside. Like, I can be here, but I can also see from this perspective. So seeing that, being here with him, but also seeing it from the front, I was like, wow, this is my love. Like,
oh my God,
he's
that's
gonna
so
be
cute.
my love for real. And when we played, he did so amazing, and I was dancing for him. I was dancing. I was going crazy. And I know he was looking at me. And then we just kept talking. And
How long has it been now?
I met him in like 2 years ago, but we're together. We have 1 year and 6 months together.
That's very long. That's a very committed relationship. You're not monogamous though, are you? Or is it an open relationship?
It's open, yeah.
Because I would imagine your personality. Like,
But it's not like we go around having fucking everybody.
right.
But we have some
You're free.
fun. Yeah, we're free.
Yeah. And he does videos with you too, right? For
OnlyFans. Yeah. Yeah.
How does that
so much
happen?
Fun.
Hey, baby.
He's so shy. He's
No,
so
it's
shy.
impossible. It's not possible.
Like, he's not that type.
You don't show
of
his
man.
face.
But no, I don't show his face. But he had to learn how to do it, like to do the videos with me for OnlyFans, because I was like, you're my boyfriend. Like, who else am I gonna do it if it's not with you? You
Right.
know. So we decided we do hot content, and like people that's around us be like, they watch our things. So we're like, really? That's so weird.
That is so weird. That,
Right?
because
Family members be
are
like,
watching
oh,
you
yeah,
have sex.
I watch you guys. So I'm like, all right.
But it does very well business financially, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Do you have to talk him into that then, or was he like willingly go into that world
I
with
talked to him and I was like, you have to do it with me because we are together and we are so hot and like, I do this thing, so let's do it. So he was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it because I've never recorded myself doing any of that.
Right.
And at the beginning, he was shy,
Mm-hmm.
but now he got good at it. He can be recording it and hitting it hard.
Oh my God. He's doing camera work too. He does
Yeah.
camera work.
He does the camera work.
You are so funny. No wonder Madonna loves you.
I love her.
When
She's
you
so
met
hot.
Madonna, was she aware of all this parts of your personality and your story and your
I think so, yeah.
openness? Yeah.
When we
And she was
met-
like, "Please kiss me right now." Is that what she said?
No, when it just happened when we were recording, because in the song there's a part that we go together and we're like, I'm so high, I think I love you, and we were in the microphone together and it just happened. Like, we didn't even plan it or anything. It's just something that naturally happened.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you did it on stage too. That has to be planned a little bit,
Oh well,
right?
yeah, that was the closing of the performance.
Got it.
Yeah, for that, yeah, we rehearsed that
How many times did you rehearsal that?
every day.
Has your relationship gone past that, or is that's just the
What relationship?
relationship with Madonna or the
Oh,
friendship?
no,
No.
just
That's
kiss,
yeah,
yeah.
that's And your boyfriend is all the way okay with that.
Yeah.
He likes it.
Yeah. And after the show in New York, the first show that we had, Madonna and I, he was like, "Oh well, yeah, now kiss me."
Give me some of that. I want
Yeah.
some too. I want some of that too. Your career too, by the way, when you think about how long you've been doing this, and you've done collabs with like some of the biggest artists I mean, not just Madonna, but Balvin and
Anuel, Rosalia.
Rosalia. Does that ever trip you out, or does it just happen, or do they reach out? Do you reach out?
They reached out, cause I'm shy.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like,
You're so
like
shy.
I wouldn't go to an artist like, oh, let's do a song, cause I feel like everybody is like, oh, let's do a song. I don't want to be that type of person to an artist. I like to meet the artist, and like I'm a fan of music, so I really like artists. Like I'm a fan too. So I feel like it's like disrespecting to be like,
To ask.
hello, I love your music. Let's do something.
Right.
I don't do that. 'Cause
So how does it
it's so
happen?
weird.
Do they say it?
They say
usually
it.
say
They
it.
say it.
And you're like-
I don't feel disrespected at all.
Right. Please
I'm like,
keep
oh my
saying
God,
it.
me? Really? You want to do a song with me? Amazing. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So they always been reaching out to me, and I feel it's amazing because coming from zero and have the opportunity to be shown on these artist platforms that are like huge. It's like this movie Lion King when
Right.
when he did that to the little lion.
That's how you
That's
feel?
how I feel all the time.
That's so cute. Is there anybody that you hope says that to you soon? Is there somebody that you would love to work with that you want them to come to you and say?
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Nicki because when I was learning English, I was reading her lyrics.
Which
her,
ones?
Rihanna, Beyonce, to learn the words and the lingos. And Nicki, I love Nicki. I love to do a song with Nicki. And
Do you remember the verses or the lyrics, some of the lyrics that you used to listen to? Or did you memorize them, or you were just listening for English?
I don't memorize it anymore.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I even forgot my own lyrics. But yeah, I
maybe-
love Moment for Life. That's one of my favorites. I love, of course, her verse on Monster. It's amazing.
All that
iconic.
stuff is gonna happen
Yeah.
for you. It's all gonna happen. What do you want, like, because your story is so interesting. I'm sure there's so many people that connect to you and feel maybe not seen and feel seen by you. What do you hope your story gives to people? You know what I'm saying? Because there's young girls that are probably left in the DR right now, bouncing around from house to house, that maybe somebody, that's trying to find their way out too. I mean, what do you hope people get from your story?
I wish people will know the power of the mind. The mind is the most powerful thing that we have. You create your future with your mind, because I will spend, since I was a little kid, daydreaming all the time. I will spend hours daydreaming, like, I want to be this, I want to do this, I want to do this, oh my God, I want to be this artist, I want to do this music, I'm this type of person, and creating that and thinking, how am I going to do it? How am I going to make it possible? Oh, I have this camera. Oh, right. Let me just take this clothes and do some pictures right now because I got time. I got nothing else to do. And create that, like, vision. When you have this vision, when you think, I'm going to be there, I'm going to go there. My mom, she had this vision of me too. She was always like, I named you Tokischa because you're special. You're a special girl. You're different. You're going to be different. And I always want you to think that you're different. And I imagine in the hood, like me in the hood with the motoconcho and all that, and colmado. She was here in the United States in the future, because this is the future. She was like, it's so different here. I can't wait for you to come here. You have to prepare,
It's interesting that because some kids might have had resentment because she left you, but you see it as she saw something for you, and she was trying to get something for you.
I went through that phase too,
Yeah.
at some point, because it's because of the people around you. You know why? Because at some point, my mom stopped sending money. So she's not good anymore, right? So the people around is like, oh, she abandoned you. She's not sending you money like she used to. But they don't know the struggle that my mom was going through, you know. She's not sending money for food. Now we're short in food. Now we can pay this. We can do that. Now you can't watch cartoons because there's no money. So at that point, as a little kid, you're like, oh, my mom is bad. She abandoned me. She left me here with these people. She hasn't called me. And then they wouldn't allow me to talk to her at that point. And she found her ways. She was like, I'm not sending you money because I'm tired of the abuse of these people taking my money. I work so hard. And then I just need to get you out of there, you know? Certain things like probably people that feel abandoned by their moms got really abandoned. But she had her reasons, you know? She had her own things to do. Like, you got to figure out by yourself. At some point when I left my dad's home, I had to start figuring out by myself. And I never wanted to go back because going back would be like going to the past. And I was looking forward to the future. So, yeah.
Bar. She must be really proud.
She is. She is.
When did you reunite with her coming here?
Well, when I started to get money from Sugar Daddy, I started to buy her flights to come to DR.
So you saw her
to go
then.
to DR. Yeah, I will always fly her to DR anytime.
Did she know what you were doing?
Yeah, I was always open with her. We have this relationship of trust always. So I will always tell her, and she will be like, "You have to marry this man. You really have to marry him because, girl,
are you happy?
Get
Probably
this,
happy.
why you don't like him?" She will always ask me like, "Why you don't like him?" Like, Mom.
Will you get married one day? You think?
Not legally.
Not into it.
No, but I really want to get a chaman to do the spiritual wedding,
like a ceremony,
like a ceremony, because that's meaningful. That's beautiful. That's love. Because signing a paper is like, oh, we belong to each other, and whatever we have belong to each other too. So I don't mind. I'll give you whatever, but I don't know. I don't see that's right.
Right. I love how free you are.
Together because we love each other.
I hear you. What are we looking like? I know you're about to go on tour, right? Where are you going next? What's next up?
I'm going to Tampa. I think that's the next show, right?
Yeah. Tampa?
Yeah.
And how long is this tour going on?
Until like mid or late October.
Okay. You're still surprised by your success?
Sometimes.
I was looking at one of the videos that had like 80 million. You had 80 million views on your videos. Like, the fact that you're still surprised by certain things is crazy.
Yeah, because it's like, well, we had this vision. Like, together we created all of this that's happening. But sometimes you sit down and you're like, wow, I'm really doing this, then that, and that. Oh, my God. Where I come from, no way.
Right.
But it's what
God
we created.
God
so
bless
it's
you,
like,
baby. That's amazing.
Yeah,
and then what do we see like, I don't know, 5 years from now?
5 years from now. All right. So I have to finish this tour this year. Next year, I have another tour that's going to be my real tour. Because this tour is like clubs and party and having fun. But my real creative and artistic performance is going to be next year. Then I want to drop album because we have all these ideas for an album that's going to be really nice. And then I guess a lot of more work, but at some point I do want to have a rock tour. I want to do rock at some point because that's just my favorite thing. My favorite music is rock. So yeah, then just like get into really crazy creative stuff like acting and all that. It's fashion too. I love fashion. Gotta get into fashion too. Gotta put my hand on every art that I can.
Good for you, baby. Get all the money.
Yeah.
I want you to get all the money. Congratulations on everything. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you.
Promise you'll come back another time. We could do a catch-up interview in a couple of years.
Yeah. I really liked here. You let me talk all I want.
All you want. Your storytelling ability is amazing. God bless you, baby. Good to see you. One time, please, Tokischa.